You know, I have been addicted to military things and things. It doesn't really matter if it's an aircraft or a ship or cruiser or tank or artillery. I just I just love watching what the good guys have. What stuff does the good guys have? And that's something I do enjoy. So if shit hits the fan, I know there will be cool things up there or under there and here and there and nowhere. That's why I love doing this. I love to. Maybe it's all about me learning about new things, new technologies, and stuff that wasn't like an alien thing. If you go back 30 years ago, what we could do that? Well, I'm an old man. I'm 75 years old. I didn't know we could do that. Just basically, I'm not 75 years old. I'm just 45. But I can go back to the 90s and realize, holy crap. I mean, stuff like that. You know what I mean. If you do enjoy the rambling that just occurred, let me know by hitting the like and, of course, hitting that subscribe. And we're going to check out something completely insanely cool. And this might be, I do hope that it's not an AI channel. I really hope not. You can basically hear that directly, but it doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like. This is, of course, Front Cost. Channel is called Front or Front Cost. Yeah, I'm saying that completely wrong. I don't know why. But we're gonna check out the U.S. Air Force fastest hypersonic jet. It's finally ready to fly, and I'm kind of freaking out. Oh, so this is I think it wasn't the SR-71 Blackbird that had some kind of a, you know, yeah, like a speed record or something like that. Did I say thank you to all the supporters? I kind of forgot that. My intro was like stupid long. Here we go. Thank you so much to everyone who supports me on channel membership or Patreon, no matter what tier. Big shout out to the Supreme Tier donors. Personal shout outs goes to the ultimate supporters, Deja, Walt, Dwayne, Dana, Troy, Robert, Matt, Barbara, Kathy, and Zara and Terry. Thank you. Holy crap. I think it's high time for us to check. I think I saw some kind of a video about this for I have no idea. Is it supersonic or hypersonic? It's hypersonic. I'm getting confused. Hypersonic, is that speed faster than light? No, I have no idea. That's faster than light. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's scooch over here and just enjoy and let Recky shut the hell up. I'm just saying. Please don't be AI.
The secret to flying faster than anything ever before lies within the four corners of Hermeus. Somehow, this startup out of Atlanta, Georgia, backed by the U.S. Air Force, is building an aircraft that entire government agencies around the world have been unable to.
Wow. Hermeus.
And Quarterhorse is a small 40-meter-long aircraft that will prove Hermeus's futuristic engine works as it should. This engine is known as Chimera, and powered by it, Quarterhorse will go faster than any aircraft in history. In the process, it must break the speed records of the legendary SR-71 Blackbird.
I know things. And it said that in the description of this video.
SR-71 is the fastest jet of all time and has remained the yardstick for hypersonic travel for almost half a century, thanks to a recorded top speed of Mach 3.3.
Holy shit.
Quarterhorse will hit Mach 5 and beyond. In January, Hermeus completed the first main stage of building a hypersonic Quarterhorse. A series of tests that began in late 2023 had finally been completed. These tests included extensive ground testing of the Quarterhorse in its dynamic Iron Bird form, which is code for a ground-based test rig used to prove various systems and their integration. This stage of the aircraft development is purely fixed on testing the ground-based part of the aircraft's operations. So, the dynamic Iron Bird, named Quarterhorse Mk0, which featured only crucial test components for the test, was a
Quarterhorse. I like this. I like the sound of that name though.
effective yet comprehensive
Quarterhorse. There gotta be some kind of depth in that name though, right?
enough prototype to cover this stage of testing. The tests took place at the Air Force's Arnold Engineering Development Complex in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Hermeus chose to do the testing here since it allowed the team to interface directly with regulatory authorities and the Air Force. The Air Force has been crucial to Hermeus's growth over the years. In August 2020, the company received a $1.5 million contract from the Air Force to develop their proposed aircraft as a possible Air Force One that transports the U.S. President in the future. In August 2021, a jointly funded Air Force contract saw Hermeus receive another $60 million in funding.
Holy crap.
Hermeus currently develops the Quarterhorse as a developmental system for a military jet called Dark Horse. After Dark Horse, the company will develop the Halcyon, a hypersonic commercial airliner. Halcyon will be the completion of Hermeus's original dream, which is commercial flight for civilians. Currently, though, Hermeus is still 2 aircraft away from this dream as
What the hell?
it works on building the Quarterhorse. Quarterhorse Mk0, used in recent tests, has successfully been used for validating systems, demonstrating remote command and control taxiing, and demonstrating human factor evaluations and pilot-in-the-loop steering and controls, among others. With the successful Mk0 tests comes Mk1, the first flight vehicle. Mk1 will be used for remote takeoff and landing trials and is not apparently planned to trial high-speed flight. It is already under construction and is expected to fly later this year. Then there's Mk2, the flight vehicle intended to reach supersonic speeds below Mach 3. And finally, Mk3, which will demonstrate Chimero's turbojet to ramjet mode transition in flight, hit speeds beyond Mach 3.
Get out of town.
and
Look at this bad boy.
break the all-time airspeed record held by the
Ready to fly.
SR-71. But it's more than breaking a record for Hermeus, the Air Force, and the hypersonic aircraft that connects them. The U.S. Air Force has once put the hypersonic speed of the SR-71 to great use in surpassing its rivals. With Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, and many other rivals challenging for global dominance once again, the U.S. finds itself once again.
Is it just me or am I getting an AI feeling to this video, right?
In a dire need for speed. Remember how speed makes aircraft invisible. Let's start with an example of it. The SR-71 was famously capable of sustaining speeds in excess of Mach 3 for extended periods as it cut through the sky at altitudes of 85,000 feet or
wow.
higher. Thanks
Maybe it's not AI, or maybe it's just me getting really
to
suspicious.
this combination of speed and altitude, the jet outran more than 4,000 missiles fired at it across its 3 decades of service. It was never shot down. In fact, the aircraft had no weapons at all. It didn't need them. Once fired at, it could easily accelerate to speeds that make missiles look slow, and bullets even slower. The SR-71 was fully retired by 1999, and along with it, the U.S. Air Force's unrivaled ability to outfly threats. However, even if the SR-71 were in service today, it wouldn't be fast enough to outrun today's threats. In nations around the world, particularly Russia and China, hypersonic missiles have become a thing. Although the United States is also working on hypersonic missiles of her own, those of Russia and China are rumored to be far ahead in development. In fact, they are already in service. Russia's Kinzhal and Zircon hypersonic missiles have both been used in the ongoing war in Ukraine. The Kinzhal entered service in December 2017. After launch, the Kinzhal accelerates to a flight ceiling of 66,000 feet and a top speed of Mach 12 en route to its target, performing maneuvers every step of the way to evade air defense systems. The Kinjal has a maximum range of 1,200 miles and usually lands within 1 meter from its target. On impact, the Kinjal, with a 1,100-pound warhead, releases more than 16.9 gigajoules of kinetic energy, or the equivalent of 8,800 pounds of TNT. On March 18, 2022.
We are going way too far with the bombs, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
1 month after the Russo-Ukraine war began, a Kinjal missile struck Ukraine. The Zircon, which entered service only last year, is even more modern and more advanced than the Kinjal. The winged maneuverable missile, with a lift-generating center body, has an air-breathing design. Here, a booster stage with solid-fuel engines accelerates the missile to supersonic speeds, after which a scramjet motor with liquid fuel accelerates it to a peak altitude of 92,000 feet and hypersonic speeds up to Mach 9.
How the hell do you stop these?
On impact, the Zircon strikes its target with 4,700 pounds of TNT. On February 7th last year, a Zircon missile struck a building in Ukraine. The damage was devastating. Then comes China with its YJ-21, Xingkong-2, and Dongfeng-17, the slowest of which moves at speeds greater than Mach 5. Up against these missiles from China and Russia, neither air defenses nor the SR-71 would stand a flying chance. This necessitates the hunt for something new and fast. Very fast. Defense contractors around the world have tried to come up with this something, many of which have failed. And of those that haven't, Hermes stands tall as a lead candidate with its really unique fleet of aircraft. But what makes them so unique? Well, hypersonic today means going at least a mile a second.
Oh my... A mile a second. That's hypersonic.
That's around the entire planet in less than 7 hours. Achieving such speeds is more than just going faster. It's about breaking a barrier. And to break this barrier, science fiction may have to become reality. None of the turbojet engines powering fighter jets and planes today can push an aircraft from stationary to hypersonic. Hermes has had to build a brand new turbine-based combined cycle engine, a TBCC engine for short. This TBCC engine is known as Chimera, and Chimera changes everything.
Wow.
You see, various types
I got goosebumps. It's just ridiculous.
of jet engines have been built over the years, each one best suited in specific situations. There is the turbojet engine, which powers jets today. It accelerates jets from their stationary position to subsonic and even supersonic speeds. This engine has a fan that sucks in air at whatever speeds and then squeezes that air with a compressor. The compressed air is then mixed with fuel and ignited, similar to how a piston compresses the air-fuel mixture in a car. The ignited air-fuel mixture pushes out the back of the engine as propulsion and accelerates the jet to subsonic or supersonic speeds. Then there are the ramjets and scramjets, identical but somewhat different. These engines have no fan or compressor. They rely on the immense pressure of air flowing into the inlet and around a cone for compression.
Scramjets. I've seen a similar video of this. I'm very sure of this.
Basically, they ram into incoming high-pressure air to create compression. After compression, this air is mixed with fuel and ignited to produce thrust and accelerate the jet to hypersonic speeds. But there's a problem. The immense pressure these engines require for compression can only be realized at speeds greater than Mach 3. So, light bulb moment. If a turbojet engine can accelerate a jet from stationary position to supersonic speeds up to Mach 3, and a ramjet or scramjet operates efficiently from Mach 3, then a turbojet engine can be employed to accelerate a jet in the initial stages of its flight up to Mach 3, and then a ramjet or scramjet can take over from there to accelerate the jet to hypersonic speeds. This is the concept behind TBCC engines, and it is the magic behind how Hermes' Chimera works. To date, the Chimera is the closest a TBCC engine has gotten to operational status. Most hypersonic platforms today are powered by a rocket engine, which makes reusability almost impossible. By making a full-range, air-breathing hypersonic engine like Chimera, which does not require a rocket to accelerate, Hermeus is setting the stage for actual, regular, practical hypersonic flight for both the U.S. Air Force and for you. The future has always belonged to those brave enough to take it. Hermeus is one of the bravest yet. Within its walls, aircraft that travel at more than 5 times the speed of sound are taking shape. Whether for military purposes, civilian purposes, or both, such aircraft have the potential to change aviation forever. To honor these aircraft, Hermeus asks that you give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. So do that now. And thanks for watching.
Still got the feeling that it was an AI video, but I think we definitely see some kind of video that was similar to this. But it was actually released 7 days ago, but I do believe that Hypersonic, I don't think that it's a new thing, but I think that when it comes to jets and hypersonic, maybe? I have no idea. You guys let me know. I did enjoy it though, because I always want to learn new things when it comes to, well, basically United States and Air Force, Marines, Army, Navy, whatever it is. I do enjoy this. Let me know what you think about this video, Hypersonic. I know it's been around, but this is the first time I actually hear it in combination with an aircraft. So let me know what you think about this one. And if there's anything else you want me to check out, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe. Until next time, I'm Recky, and you stay safe.